Welcome, everybody. John Zager. Good morning. Good morning to all. I hope you are well. Hope you had a good day yesterday. Let's see. Colorado's chilly this morning. A little cloudy out. Supposed to get up into the high 60s for the next few days. And I understand we're supposed to hit the low 70s within a week for a while. So the weather here looks excellent. Got a great topic today, and what a great topic. It's life's lessons, one of them, and it's kind of like the law. You know, there's certain things, values, that we acquire that it's kind of like the law. The universe sort of establishes it as, you best ought to do this if you'd like things to go well in your life. So it's life's lesson that's kind of like a law. And we learn it early on. So I was thinking about this last night and getting some downloads. And you guys know what I mean when I say downloads. It's like every so often the universe just sort of downloads on you information that you need to pay attention to. So anyway, last night I was getting some download, and this came in, and then this morning I'm lying in bed just looking at my day, and boom, neon sign. There it is. So wrote a blog about it, put it up everywhere under Navigator's Handbook. Please go read it. And figured I'd better do a podcast on it right away. So it's kind of that important. But anyway, we learn this lesson early on in life, usually from our parents, and it's usually explained pretty well when we're little guys, little people, little peeps. And the way it goes is that be kind to one another. Now, that has a whole lot more meaning than your first impression. And I heard some of you guys say, "Oh yeah, I'm kind to people," or I do that. But there's more to it than that. And please hear me out. So the lesson is that if you be kind to people, good to others, your life becomes meaningful and rich, and there's a lot of real worth in your life, being kind to other people, taking care of one another. There's a lot of enrichment, I guess, you get out of it. And here's where I'm going. First of all, I guess there's a couple, I don't know, maybe a couple reasons why some people may not get this lesson. Okay? First one, let's say your parents, one of them, or the dominant theme of the family is narcissism. So let's say you just have one of the parents that's like extremely blown out narcissistic. The world centers around me. Probably not going to get the lesson taught to be kind to one another, because the narcissistic parent, sees the world as against them and sees people as against them. So the last thing that parent is going to want to teach you is to be kind to another person, because everybody is a threat to you. So therefore, and that's in fact what the parent teaches, is that, people are a threat to you. The world is a threat to you. Don't be kind to anybody, or kind to the world, or kind to animals, or kind to anybody. And in turn, those peeps grow up without that law in their head, without that lesson being taught. Now, they might acquire it as a matter of factly growing up and getting older, and who knows at what age they actually get it, or they understand it. They might see it, they might watch it, and they might process it to the point that they eventually understand it, but in a lot of cases, there's a lot of people that don't even understand it, nor if they see it, they don't even understand it. And again, just, look at the world today. Just look at the world today. Look at the world today. I can't say that enough. A lot of these people, and again, the press goes after, this sort of thing rather than the goodness that happens in the world. But, a lot of these people got the lesson, and they decided to discard it. They decided to take this belief system, this value system, this law, so to speak, and reject it. And they have become very self-centered, narcissistic, as you look around in the world. And, the attitude seems to be the world centers around me. Very selfish, as opposed to selfless. Very important point. So, where I'm going here is that self-healing, what I teach, what my whole life has been around, 43 years. I can't believe it. 43 years. What my life's work is around self-healing and people having the ability to heal themselves. Now, more recently, in the past several years, I've kind of focused on illnesses and diseases and cancers and diabetes and cardiovascular and just all of that. But here's the deal. If you walk around on the planet not much mattering about the guy next to you, or the girl next to you, or the person next to you, or caring about somebody, or, trying to be kind, somewhat considerate, how can I help others? So what does that say based on what I've been talking about for so long? It weakens the immune system, right? You become prone, and this is research. Gosh darn it, I keep asking for more money to do more research and nobody sends me a penny. But that's beside the point. What I'm trying to say is that if that's your attitude of life, self, selfish, and not selfless, weakens the immune system. And disease, trauma, diagnosis, illness, sickness, mood disorders, depression, anxiety. You know, I can go on down the list for an hour, but all of that stuff is going to come and find you. That's the part that makes it the law. Okay? So, I understand very, very well. There's a lot of people that don't want to listen to what I say and what neuroscience is talking about, in that thought alone can make you well or make you sick. And I'm telling you, as a fact, the law says that can happen. Your thoughts can change your biology. So if you have thoughts of selfishness, your biology has changed or changing. And all of those negative sort of things are going to be attracted to you. It's the law. That's the way it works. As you become more selfless and you care about the person next to you, you're kind to people, you look out for others, you take care of one another, that changes your biology. Honest, people. It changes your biology. I think I told the story, I don't know, a few weeks ago or something. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, don't know. But the guy who, his girlfriend it was his girlfriend. His girlfriend got cancer. Fiancé. Yeah, fiancé. And, you know, he did everything he could to try to work with her cancer. What a wrong attitude in the beginning, but takes her to the emergency room because she needed to go in periodically to the emergency room for acute kind of things that were happening with her cancer as it worsened, right? Drops her off. Never, ever, ever returned. She, on the other hand, goes on to, get involved in Dr. Joe Dispenza's program. And it's not miraculous. It's science. Changes her thinking, changes her beliefs, downregulates all the cancer genes and cells, and upregulates everything contrary to it. Becomes healthy and goes on to live a successful, healthy life. What do you think happened to that guy? What do you think happened to him? Be kind to one another. Look after one another. What do you think happened to him? We don't know. We don't know where he is. We never heard from him again. We have no history, no account. I have a pretty good idea. I don't know if the roles actually got reversed, but not a pretty picture. Not a pretty picture, you guys. So I want to generalize this just for a brief moment. This isn't only about people. Take care of one another. I don't know. We all have animals. Seems like. Are you taking care of your animals? Are you treating them kindly and with respect and as a living being? Here I sit at my little lake, right, in the parking lot in my truck, and this is where I try to do my podcasts all the time, and it's real pretty and stuff, but this is all living stuff in front of me, everywhere. Kind of far out, but are we taking care of all this stuff too? So, important lesson, important belief that comes to us as little people and carries on throughout our entire life, right? If you didn't get it when you were growing up, and I'm sure most all of you have, but if you didn't get it, I'm sure you're acquiring it. Here's one last story. So, a mother, actually a narcissistic mother, can't believe that, but worked for some doctors. I don't know, father, son kind of idea. Worked in the office a long time. Her family was between poor and middle income. The dad worked, but worked hard and very Newtonian and long hours and didn't make a whole lot of money. Mother had to work and all that kind of stuff. But the doctors that she worked for gave her money to put her son through high school and then through college. Huh. Go figure. Mother, I don't know, the way I hear the story was later on in high school, sits the son down for a brief moment. And again, understand the son's been growing up under this narcissism, right? Rule. And the mother briefly accounts to the son, the doctors that I work for have paid for your high school, and they're paying for your college. And the son, this is the story. The son sort of understands, but doesn't understand the value of that. Because the mother's not emphasizing take care of one another. The mother is kind of like saying how lucky we got and how lucky you got, as opposed to using it as a lesson to say, there's a lesson here. We need to take care of one another. Narcissism wouldn't allow that to come out. So, teach your children well. Hope everybody has a good day. I'm looking forward to mine. Take care of one another. God bless everybody. See you later. Bye.